There's a new multi-industry initiative called the Supply Chain Competency Model. Here to talk with us today about that initiative is Andre Alves, Senior Supply Chain and Logistics Analyst with VSB Vision Care, a nonprofit vision insurance company. Welcome, Andre.
Thank you, Bob.
So tell me about it, the Supply Chain Competency Model. What is it?
The competency model, I like to use an example. This is a simple tool. It's a compass. Mm-hmm. Most of the people, they know what is that. But a few people know to utilize this compass and obtain the output desired. So the same thing happens with the supply chain competency model. A lot of people know what is supply chain, but not everybody has the skills necessary to perform supply chain management activities and obtain a good result. So the supply chain competency model is a collection of skills that a supply chain professional must have to perform the activity in an efficient way and obtain the results that expected.
How was it developed? Where did you come up with the contents of it?
In fact, the supply chain competence model was developed by APICS. APICS select 8 future leaders from their international chapters. We were in 8 people. We got together in July 2008 and we received a broad scope of this project. We decided to narrow the scope and build the supply chain competence model. This project will start in July 2008 and will finish on July 2009. Last month, in September, we had the opportunity to present the supply chain competence model to the board of directors of the APICS.
Is it specific at all to your industry, or is it industry agnostic? Can it be used by any vertical?
It can be used by anywhere. In fact, the government entities can use that to establish policies and allocate resources. Some universities or educational institutions use that to review and redesign their supply chain program. Some professionals can use that to develop their skills. And a lot of companies, they've been using that to hire better and train their people.
So a company that would be interested in applying this model to its own operations, how would it go about beginning the process?
So in fact, the first step is download the competency model. It's available on the APICS website. It's apics.org.
APICS.org.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So you can download, it's free, and the model, it's self-explained. It's understandable, it's easy to utilize. You can identify the different skills that a supply chain manager needs to perform the work.
How does it compare to a process-driven model such as the SCORE model developed by the Supply Chain Council? Is it a similar type of effort or not?
Not quite. The supply chain competence, the Supply Chain Council, the SCORE model, basically it's a business process and metrics that someone can utilize to measure their supply chain and redesign their supply chain. The competency model is strictly used by a person to develop their skills to perform the activity.
Along with the metrics for determining the quality of that performance?
That's a good question, Bob. The metrics was not developed by the initial team that created the supply chain competence model, but it's something that another team is working right now. So we can present the skills that is necessary, but now we're going also to offer the metrics to evaluate how good or bad you are in that skills. And of course, after that, we're able to close the gap.
And when you start to drill down to the individual verticals or industries such as your own, mm-hmm. Does the model or the metrics involved with the model have to be tweaked in any way?
Absolutely. The model can be applied in any industry. And it's interesting, there is 3 tiers in this model, 3 big groups. The first, the foundational group tier, it can be even utilized by other professions. The second tier, that is the functional operational management tier, yeah, that's more focus on supply chain and operation management professional. And finally, the last tier, the occupational tier, is specifically for a supply chain management professional, but it doesn't matter the industry, you can use in anyone.
So how much interest has there been in the model so far?
So far, we have about 3,500 downloads in 4 weeks. We have some educational organizations that download the model, and they've been utilized to review their curriculums. Some governments have asked APICS, inquired APICS about the competency model. And some companies, they are now utilize the competency model to evaluate their hiring and training processes.
So you're looking to get more interest in it in the future. Do you expect other companies to sign on and begin using the model?
Yes, it's free. It's available on the APICS website. It's easy and easy to use and available for use. There is no reason for companies don't use this supply chain model, and the acceptance so far is pretty good.
Well, thank you, Andre.
I appreciate your time.
Andre Alves of VSB Vision Care has talked to us today about the new supply chain competency model. Thank you for watching.